It's Week 7 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on Najee Harris. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Raiders and the Hawks on EA Sports.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Richardson to throw off play action. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
That's pulled in at the 32. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 14 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage from every carry he receives this week.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. That's out quickly to London. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Seahawks at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First and goal at the 1. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in Vegas. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
The throw over the middle taken in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going. Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead. Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Brings up 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. Throw out wide is incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL. Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw caught by Gray. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line. On play action, Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to Mayer, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And now off to the races down the right side. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play there for Vegas. 55 yards. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Richardson to throw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Harris will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And McLaurin, the motion man right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On third down, Lawrence. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. These two teams all tied after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. Off play action. Richardson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throw right side complete to Dotson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
The York on now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now here come the Raiders. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now Richardson. That one deep for Hodgins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. This pass hauled in by Dotson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2. Play action, it's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now Lawrence. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd down and 6 now. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Lawrence on 3rd down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. 3rd and 3. There, Richardson back to throw it. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Lawrence will throw. Mayer there to bring it in. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Raiders now set to get the football back. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
Richardson on the bootleg here. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Richardson.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams as the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Folk connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And late in the first half, it's the Broncos who are out on top. Former number 1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass. Next, we'll head east. It's on to Cincinnati as we check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Kyler Murray, a touchdown pass in the victory. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were winners in that ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Commanders. Jared Goff leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed.
They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on the keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Lawrence is,
and this throw brought in here by Mayer. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
Close to the 40 at the 39. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Richardson looking to throw.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Play action. Now Richardson.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Vegas. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
On second down, Lawrence
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up.
first down. They'll go to the ground attack.
And they'll get this down to the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, caught by London. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
He's going to leave this for his run. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Terry McLaurin, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Keanu Benton
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Now Richardson. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Lawrence. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. This pass hauled in by Dotson.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Into the hands of London.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
A gain of 5. First down, Seattle.
And to throw again is Lawrence. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Now Lawrence. And caught by London. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
Got a man. It's Mayer. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
On play action, Lawrence.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Terry McLaurin
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, They absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Richardson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 yards left on second down from the 9. From the shotgun, Richardson.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 5-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Najee Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And out now come the Seahawks. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode, trying to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try to protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
No gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
As As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Lawrence hitting the ball is free.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
Lawrence. He still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get through and protect the ball.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it.
And they will take a knee here. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the victory here for Seattle, and a little bit of a surprise.